Over the years, I've made many videos demonstrating how Alex Jones and Bill Hicks are one and the same. And with this recent interview on an Alex Jones show, where you have guest, many-time guest Steve Pieczenik, who was a former Assistant Deputy Secretary of State under Gerald Ford, Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan, and George Bush. He talks about Alex Jones and his supposed power, and how he has a lot of influence, and talks about Alex Jones' past, how he came supposedly out of nowhere. And he makes a reference to the comedian, doesn't say him by name, but the comedian Bill Hicks, who, like I stated many times, is Alex Jones. They're all one and the same. And I find it very curious, Alex Jones doesn't mention anything about it. He basically lets Steve Pieczenik say what he says. And he basically makes a reference twice to Bill Hicks. I'll play this video portion. Again, this is from a couple weeks ago from Alex Jones InfoWars. Then I'll play my previous videos for those that have not seen it. All the connections proving without a shadow of a doubt that Alex Jones and Bill Hicks are one and the same.
Where content is king and they don't have it. Now, how do you explain to Hollywood and to the networks that you have an individual here who may or may not have been a comedian, God only knows what your past is, but I think it's wonderful, who comes out of de novo and creates an entity that's so powerful that you're in the millions. They can't talk about that at CNN. They can't talk about it at CNBC. They can't talk about it on anything else. So you have a racial...
Well, I mean, InfoWars isn't that good, but let's expand. It's that they're that bad. They have to spend millions to reach a million. We spend hundreds of dollars to reach a million people. They're panicking, so they think if they kill us, that will make them whole because they're projecting they've destroyed themselves with their lies.
Correct. That's part of the envy. They're self-destructive, but they want to make sure they take you down. Now, in that process, they really don't have the tools to take you down.
I was about to say, it's only making us bigger. I don't understand. I mean, are they really that dumb?
It's not that they're dumb. It's just that they're incompetent. They really have never been in a scope where you have been in that area. Now, let me explain it. Whoever you were, whoever you might be, that's a separate issue for them. What they can't understand is how you came out of de novo, literally out of nowhere, and came out of this area in Texas and developed an audience that they can't seem to reach.
When you start taking Beyond Tangy Tangerine and Pollen Burst Plus and the other key longevity products, it is incredible. When you start taking Beyond Tangy Tangerine and
orange drink. Said, yeah, you really got my act down good, guys. That'll be great. You know, when I'm done ranting about elite power that rules the planet under a totalitarian government that uses the media in order to keep people stupid, my throat gets parched. That's why I drink orange drink.
Parties.
Alex Jones is what kind of a guy? How do you explain him?
He's 26 years old and looks 10 years older. He's a hero to the militias. He's a burgeoning new hero. On one hand, he's kind of like Tex Mars, you know, a popular underground radio talk show host. But he's also much more than somebody like Tex Mars. He's an activist. So he rebuilt David Koresh's church.
Where can you hear him?
Infowars.com is his website, and he broadcasts in like 40 cities across America. I think it's called the Genesis Radio Network.
Do you ever hear him?
Yeah, I've listened. He's fantastic. I mean, if he wasn't so crazy, he'd be the new Bill Hicks. He's got an amazing way.
Who's Bill Hicks?
He was an old comedian who died of cancer in the 90s, and again was a kind of hero to the libertarian left, Bill Hicks, because he smoked in the face of cancer and was funny. And but what happened with me and Alex was that we both witnessed his owl burning ceremony, and I realised that it was a silly grown-up frat kind of nonsense, and the only thing that shocked me was this is you know, how the President of the United States wants to spend his summer vacations witnessing this, you know, torchlight procession, which I thought was kind of odd. But Alex, of course, had his own spin on it, which was that it was human sacrifice. Maybe that's a real person there. So I went off with my spin, which was, you know, a kind of moderate spin. Then it's not that crazy, it's understandable. And Alex went back to his people with his own incredibly crazy spin. And, you know, just a couple of weeks ago, an Alex Jones fan tried to break into Bohemian Grove heavily armed and kill everybody there because he believed Alex Jones's spin of the owl ceremony as being evidence of human sacrifice. And I remember at the time, because you know, Alex is an intelligent man, and I remember at the time saying to him, Alex, you know that what you're saying about Bohemian Grove isn't true. You know, you're playing with fire here. And Alex said, yeah, I'm not going to tell my listeners that. And it's kind of come back to haunt him now. Yeah, I've listened. He's fantastic. I mean, if he wasn't so crazy, he'd be the new Bill Hicks.
You dog me, pal!
Just another nail in the coffin proving Alex Jones and Bill Hicks are one and the same. In this video clip, you're going to hear Alex Jones mention Bill Hicks. Then he has this big smile on his face. Just mockery, like I pointed out in my previous videos, how they love to mock. And I'm going to also play a clip showing Alex Jones changing his voice, altering his voice, just like I've showed in my other videos, proving that Bill Hicks alters his voice to play this character of Alex Jones.
Down here at the legendary Access Studios, where Bill Hicks was interviewed.
You dog me, pal!
By Lord Booth. That's where I started out, was here at this building, Access Television, about 9 years ago. This is Billy Johnson calling from New York. We have got your award here, and we'd like to present it to you at the midterm 2004 World Tiddlywinks Championship. So we'd like to see what you can do with those tiddlywinks. I hear you can, well, flip them like nobody else in the world possibly can, Mrs. Sandler. We do appreciate you calling us. And remember that Alex Jones is a very dangerous character. So you work with someone of that type of caliber. Very wicked.
And with this scene right here with Alex Jones at a private party changing his voice, altering his voice, you can clearly hear and see the Bill Hicks mannerisms come out. 100%, no doubt about it. If you can't see it, you're completely blind.
Yo! Who is like Kevin Boots, like badass, man?
So what do you think about like people saying that Bill Hicks was killed?
Is people saying that? The government got Bill?
Bill Hicks probably was killed by Wonder Bread and
I thought it was orange drink that killed him.
You drink a lot of orange drink?
Mm-hmm. Never read it yet. I don't worry about it.
People are saying that the government killed Bill Hicks.
Yeah, I know about that all the time.
Yeah, I don't know.
How do you think that it's true?
There's whole intimidation.
And you heard orange drink mentioned as killing Bill Hicks. And of course, orange is 33 in numerology. 33 is the highest degree in the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry. It's all an inside joke referring to the Freemasons, those that control this world, are behind the killing of the Bill Hicks character. But he still lives in Alex Jones. Of RT's Max Kaiser working with Alex Jones during a radio broadcast. Here's an image of Max Kaiser with RT. Clearly see the Masonic hand sign. Here's Max Kaiser with Alex Jones. We're going to play this clip. Max Kaiser makes a reference to Bill Hicks and Alex Jones. Just more mockery. Same as usual.
Anybody else choose?
Put your headphones on so you can talk to the listeners.
Bill Hicks. I am not Bill Hicks. I've never been Bill Hicks.
He knows the secret.
Okay.
Kaiser, stop it.
I'm not. No, not me. I'm not.
I am Bill Hicks. Come on. Wes in Indiana, you're on the air.
You dog me, pal!
Now, with Bill Hicks supposedly passing away in 1994, they say he was 32 years old. Born 1961, supposedly died in 1994. 61 to 94, that is 33 years. Now, taking a look at Alex Jones, supposedly born in 1974 and 41 years old. Now, taking a look at this photo of Alex Jones, does he look like he's 41 to you? No way. This man is in his mid-50s, and it just so happens Bill Hicks would be 54 years old. And that's exactly what you have here, a 54-year-old man standing right in front of you. And I get the same thing over and over with those that are simply just deceived and can't see the truth. They refuse to see and understand what's right in front of them. They keep saying the same thing over and over again. Well, Alex Jones is 5'10", and Bill Hicks is 6'1", so there's no way they could be the same person. That's the false information they feed you, so you're going to fall for the lies. Understand, this is Kevin Booth with Bill Hicks at Waco, Texas, back in the 90s. And what do you see? Kevin Booth is approximately 1 inch taller than Bill Hicks. Now look at this more recent photo with Kevin Booth giving an award to Alex Jones, an image of Bill Hicks, a plaque. How obvious can it be? This is flat out mockery. Now let's take a look at the height of Kevin Booth. He's approximately 1 inch taller than Alex Jones. Again, Bill Hicks, same height as Alex Jones. How people can't see this is beyond me. Now I'm going to play my previous video again, proving without a shadow of a doubt that Bill Hicks and Alex Jones are one and the same. Alex Jones has to disguise his voice. It is not detected as Bill Hicks. Looking at these videos, listening to the voices of both Alex Jones and Bill Hicks when they yell and they scream, you're going to hear it's an exact match. Clear as day. Take a listen. And also, I'll play my previous video that I played a few days ago on my channel. So again, you can see the similarities, the facial features, the teeth, the moles.
You know what it's like to go to sleep every night knowing you work for a bunch of psychotic killers and you bastards are probably going to end up killing me one day? You know what it's like knowing you've ruined my life? You know what it's like, you sons of bitches? That gives me carte blanche! I got a cunt and a drum! I can do anything I want! I'm tired of your crap! You commit evil, you're part of an evil system, and we're standing up against you! And the Republic is going to defeat you in the end! I want you to go find a fucking soul! For all the kids you kidnapped for CPS, all you CPS workers, all you corrupt bureaucrats, all you that have had your way with innocent children over and over again. Take her fucking out! Take her to somewhere that's good!
I covered this topic many times on my old channel, stating Alex Jones is nothing but a character played by Bill Hicks, a creation of the so-called elite with Ted Turner owning and controlling InfoWars. And I'll prove that later on in this video with the policeman confronting one of Alex Jones' employees. And the policeman reads off the ID card and it says Time Warner. Of course, CNN is owned and controlled by Time Warner. And that's why you see Alex Jones frequently on CNN. They're all one and the same, all working together. Left and right, divide and conquer. Again, just a character created by Time Warner, basically Ted Turner. And one thing to understand with the name Alex Jones, it just so happens to be 33 in numerology. How clear can it be? And this is why they came up with this fake, phony name for this fake, phony character. And people keep saying the same thing over and over again. Well, Alex Jones sounds nothing like Bill Hicks. Simple. People can disguise their voices. He's obviously has that fake voice. You can hear him. This is Alex Jones. It's fake. Complete garbage voice. Completely manufactured. Bill Hicks is not going to play himself when he's playing the role of Alex Jones. Understand that. It's so simple. So many deceived people out there that don't get it. Now with this clip I'm about to play, you're going to hear Alex Jones admit he's Bill Hicks. And of course, it's mockery. He's telling you the truth in a joking way. This is how the so-called elite and their minions operate. They work off mockery. Take a listen.
Are you rolling? You ready for this? I can't believe it's come to this, but they cornered me. I've got to be honest. It's gotten too big. I've just got to admit it right now. Okay. This is just really hard for me to do. I've been doing this so long, it's hard to give up on the character and go back to who I really was. You got me.
You dog me, pal.
Are you happy now? You bastards? Yes, I am Bill Hicks. Or to be more accurate, you didn't get it all, did you? You didn't get the full conspiracy. I played the character, Bill Hicks, for 15 years with my accomplice, Kevin Booth. And we fooled you all. The master actor, the master genius. And then I decided to bring forward an even more incredible persona, that of Alex Jones. I carried on the charade for more than 15 years. Kevin, don't mess me up. Known as Bill Hicks, I carried out the fraud for my accomplice, Kevin Booth. Hold on, I'm gonna say it better. Hold on.
And this is how they love to mock. Just look at Alex Jones, the character Alex Jones, showing his teeth. For what purpose is he showing his teeth? Nothing but mockery. Look at this canine here, and look at it here. This is an exact match. Look at the front teeth. You can see that gap. See that gap right there. 100% the same person. No doubt about it. And with these side-by-side images of a young Bill Hicks and an older Bill Hicks, you can clearly see those two moles in the same exact spot. Believe this is a coincidence? Not a chance. And here's a photo of Bill Hicks as Alex Jones. He claims he was born in 1974. And of course, this is to throw off the connection with Bill Hicks. Alex Jones, again, nothing but a character. No way this old man is 41 years old. No way. And a side-by-side with Bill Hicks and the character of Alex Jones he plays. Look at that jaw, how it's a perfect match. How the eye droops. Of course, he had a color. His eyebrows, his hair. Same person. People can't see it. They're completely blind. And here's two images of Bill Hicks when he was doing stand-up. So when he was younger, didn't look like Alex Jones as much as he does today. You take a look here. You can see that slow transformation as he ages. You can see clearly looks more like Alex Jones than here. So if you compare this photo of Bill Hicks, Alex Jones, you're not going to see it as much. But again, with age, clearly see it. Of course, the devil horns, saying who he is affiliated with, so-called elite. Like all the puppets, they throw up the devil horn, just like Bill Hicks does today. They don't say with words, but they show their allegiance with signs and symbols. In this interview with Jerome Corsi, during this broadcast, Jerome Corsi refers to Alex Jones as Bill, referring to Bill Hicks.
Proof of cover-up is the proof of guilt.
Yeah, and we just wrote this e-book, question of eligibility, under my name, Jerome Corsi, and Mike Zollo, D-U-L-L-O. We lay all this out, just like we did at the press conference. Now, your question.
And going back in time, when Bill Hicks was covering the Waco incident with his friend Kevin Booth, You can clearly see as Bill Hicks ages, he looks more and more like the current Alex Jones. Like I said, this is Kevin Booth, who is Alex Jones' producer today. Now let's look at Bill Hicks today, of course, playing Alex Jones with Kevin Booth. Now listen to this segment. This is from a couple years back. And again, this is how they love to mock. Right in your face.
3 set, got a break. Me and Kevin are old friends. This is not good here on air. Hey.
There you go. Inside joke. People are not going to get it. These two are playing you for fools if you believe them. Now, during this interview, listen to Kevin Booth mention Bill Hicks. Talk about how if Bill Hicks was reincarnated, this is another inside joke, mocking the listeners. And Kevin Booth is really talking to Bill Hicks himself. Take a listen.
Doing this, but I've actually also discovered something new, which would be ultimately ironic, and that was who was born only days after Bill died, who would be, in fact, if anybody can guess this during the duration of the show, who was born just a matter of days after Bill died, who would be the actual ironic thing if Bill was to have been reincarnated as somebody.
Oh. And look at that smile. Complete joke, how these people love to mock. This is the satanic way of mockery. One might not believe in God and the devil, but these people do. It's all about mockery. And if you don't believe it, take a listen to this entire interview with Kevin Booth. He talks about how he likes to put backmasking in his projects. This is the satanic way of doing things in reverse, doing things in opposite. Now I'm going to play a clip from my previous channel showing how Ted Turner owns and controls...
You dog me, pal!
InfoWars used to own WCW Wrestling and understand with pro wrestling, what they do is exactly what they did with Bill Hicks. They repackaged him and they made a character named Alex Jones. Just like they did in professional wrestling, where they get many wrestlers and after time they repackage them as new characters. Same exact concept, again, what they did with Alex Jones. One thing else I want to show, how Ted Turner, CNN Center, is on the 33rd parallel. And Ted Turner, last name Turner is 33, numerology. This is the 33 Club.
More American servicemen are
dying now.
Suicide.
From suicide over there than are dying in combat.
I mean, that's shocking, isn't it?
Well, no, I think it's good.
Right there, right there.
You work for Time Warner Cable?
Right there.
Is that who you work for?
I work for Alex Jones. Who do you work for?
You work for President
I work
Time
for InfoWars. INFOWARS.com. It's a website.
InfoWars.com. Yeah, that's what I'm asking, so I can tell who you work for.
So you're
go to Terry in Georgia. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Alex, how are you?
Good. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got something for you. We have, of course, the NDAA, which is, totally unconstitutional. But they don't follow the Constitution anyway, so it doesn't really matter. The problem that I have is a judge, says, hey, we're not going to, no, this is not constitutional. We're not going to accept this. This is not for the American people. And then their lawyers go around, turn around, and overturn it right away. The problem that we have is that information is at the speed of light. And with that information, like back in 1776, information didn't travel like this. They're spying on everything that we do.
But that's good.
Dog me, pal.
As I've stated many times, the shills run in packs. You see Joe Rogan with Bill Hicks, a.k.a. Alex Jones. People, they go way back. And of course, Joe Rogan was friends with Bill Hicks as well. And of course, here he is together with the character of Alex Jones. These people are playing you if you believe them. 100% shills. Joe Rogan wouldn't have his spot in the UFC on TV unless he was a shill himself. People need to wake up and realize there are no heroes in the mainstream, the alternative media. They're all playing you for fools.
You dog me, pal.